France trying to improve on their finish 2 years ago. They made it to the title game but lost to Spain. Hello everyone, you're looking live here in Ljubljana, the gold medal game, Lithuania against France, EUROBASKET 2013. Lithuania going for their first gold medal since 2003 when they won it in Sweden, and Parker of France is able to chase it down. The French have yet to finish top of the podium. They got the silver medal a couple of years ago in a tournament that was played in Lithuania. Tony Parker gets it to Diaw, who backs up Linus Kleiza, and the pass eludes Anjanson.
Jeff, speaking of Lithuania, an opportunity for this Lithuanian national team to improve upon what was a poor performance for them in EuroBasket 2011. They were the hosts, and they finished a lowly 5th by their high standards in front of their home fans. Not a great outing.
But that team as well did not have Jonas Mačiulis, and it didn't have Linus Kleiza. This is a much stronger Lithuania team, and they've been playing well. Lavrinovic. A nice pass from Kalnietis. So already the combo guard gets the assist, the first assist of the night. Jalabal floats into the lane, and he came to life against Spain, and oh, how Collet and the French would like him to find his range here early. Entry pass. Mačiulis gets in with the left hand, and Jalabal holds his ground. Mačiulis' shot is short. Tony Parker. He did a lot early against Spain. He gets contact, and Anjanson follows the shot. I'll tell you, I think in the NBA he might get that call.
Yeah, that's been a talking point here. Parker often goes to the basket, often gets contact, and doesn't get rewarded very often to go to the free throw line.
You see the Lithuanian fans creating a great atmosphere. Oh, Anjanson blocked Kalnietis.
I'm not sure if it's Anjanson or if it's Batum, Jeff.
Oh, maybe it was Batum.
And that's a good start if you're a French fan. Batum is...
It was Batum indeed.
So, 0 block shots in the semifinal win against Spain. Batum has a first shot blocked early on here in this one.
Good sign to see him. And Tony Parker is holding his right leg, and I wonder if he's gotten a knee from Mačiulis. Watch this. Mačiulis bumped into him intentionally, I would say, as he was running past.
You know, Parker's going to receive a lot of attention physically, a compliment to his abilities. But Lithuanians are going to try and wear him down. He scored only 11 points in the previous meeting in this tournament between these two teams.
Parker, oh, beautiful pass, but knocked away from Lithuania. Now Kalnietis. Lavrinovic can shoot it, and he misses. Now Diaw. Quickly to the other end. Batum decides to pass instead of shoot, and he gets it to Diaw. Anjanson with the follow. Kalnietis goes right back, fearless, goes straight at Jalabal.
Jalabal slow to rotate from the help side, and Gives an avenue to Kalnietis to take it to the tin.
Batum gets in the lane and puts it up. Much better start for Nicholas Batum.
And he's at his best, Jeff, when he's slashing to the basket. He's got great length, great athleticism. Well done to Nicolas Batum. Good start for him.
Foul down on the interior. So Jalabal picks up the foul. The first called against France. Kalnietis sprays it to the corner to Kleiza, and Kleiza buries a three-pointer.
Jeff, that's great recognition by Kalnietis. He looked at Seibutis on the dive from the high screen and roll, couldn't find him, so threw a great pass to Kleiza.
Parker. Batum for three, good! Well, a very positive and much-needed development for France is getting Batum involved on both ends of the floor. Kalnietis for three. He misses. And Diaw with the long rebound.
Early shot from Kalnietis. Needs to show more patience.
Well, another turnover against France. Three turnovers now against Le Bleu here in the first 4 minutes and 7 seconds. Here's the chance of Lietuva for Lithuania. Seibutis, Mačiulis. Mačiulis drills it. Well, the Lithuanians like that side of the court.
Mačiulis had 23 points in the semifinal win. Kleiza had 22 points. You just don't know who on this Lithuanian team is going to beat you.
Batum, he drills it. So the matchup, Batum on Kalnietis. Now Tony Parker guarding Seibutis, and now a Lithuania turnover. Nope. France almost don't come up with it. But here's Parker, hands it off to Diaw, and Diaw follows his miss. And Kazlauskas has to get a timeout. So with 4:52 remaining here in the first quarter, France off to a very fast start as they go off in pursuit of their first EuroBasket title.
Are you kidding me? He's unconscious.
Wow, look at that disparity in rebounds. 7 rebounds for France, none for Lithuania. And while Parker was aggressively looking for a shot against Spain in the semifinals in the first quarter, tonight he's been the distributor, getting his teammates involved. And Liam, I suppose the best news of all for France is that Batum is contributing.
It is, and I love the assignments that Cole has given his team. Parker is guarding Seibutis and Batum guarding Kalnietis. This allows Parker, your scorer, to get a little bit of a break on defense. You don't want to be guarding the other team's point guard all the time. It can be quite tiring.
And Batum also always likes to have the tough assignment.
Well, he certainly shut down Goran Dragic in the quarterfinal win. France over the host, Slovenia. Jeff, just to come to this matchup, not to labor the point, but it's also a better matchup because Parker's just 188 and Kalnietis 195. Kalnietis is a big guard. Now Parker's going to shift over and guard him with the substitute coming in.
Lithuania inbounded it, but decided to bring it back out. Now inside, Lavrinovic, and shoots over Oljansa. And likewise, Seibutis guards Parker, and Kalnietis is on Diaw. Diaw. And that ball goes over to Lithuania. So Jalabal getting the early breather. And we're going to see Johan Petro come in as well, presumably for Oljansa. 9 seconds now remaining on the shot clock. Kalnietis. Tight game. Long way to go. Diaw spins, gets into the lane. Hands it off to Diaw. 4 on the shot clock. Diaw, long jumper, short.
Sorry, Jeff. Not great from Diaw. He had Kleiza.
Offensive foul called on Kleiza.
Well, Kleiza does the exact right thing. He knows he's got a mismatch with Diaw, so he takes him right down into the paint in transition. He's going to turn and show his numbers, but referee has him for illegal contact with his right arm. He's hooking Diaw.
It looked like Kleiza had gotten ahead on the fast break, but they didn't pass him the ball. Now Tony Parker time. And look at the point guard, Kalnietis, get in there and grab the rebound. Oh, beautiful defense from Batum. And Kalnietis fouls Batum.
The entry pass from Kalnietis was a poor angle. Needed to take 1 or 2 more dribbles just to the wing, improve that angle.
Already Batum with 7 points, a block shot, a steal, and a rebound. Lithuania are standing around like, wow, this isn't the French team that we played earlier in this tournament. It's a French team with a lot of confidence. And an offensive foul.
It's a moving screen, I think, Jeff, on Petro. And although these aren't scored as turnovers, effectively they are.
Petro came in and gave good minutes for France earlier. And entry pass. Seibutis misses. Earlier in this tournament, he's given good minutes off the bench. Parker, just goes right past him.
He does this all the time with the screen. He'll go opposite the screen so the defender coming up who's guarding the screener can't come over and help as Parker blows by.
He is absolutely majestic at times. Now he's holding his face like he's been hit. Kleiza right at the free throw line, and he is fouled by Diaw. Yep, so an N1.
Watch this if we see it again. Kleiza loves to take his pistol out after he shoots this. There's the contact. And Kleiza, like Batum, showing great fighting spirit. There's a clash with Parker.
That's where he was holding his face. And Kleiza makes the second. He had 17 points in the first half against Croatia in the semifinals. Diaw. Diaw was open, but he didn't take it. I don't see Diaw shooting with a lot of confidence right now. Petro, little jump hook. Now Kalnietis. Oh, great defense from Batman, but Machulis gets it right back. And Diaw challenges Kleiza, but Kleiza hits the three. And now Lithuania in front.
Great demonstration of catch and release by Kleiza.
Parker gets it back. Floats in, misses. French keep it alive, and Tony Parker comes down with the ball.
Lithuania in a 2-3 zone. No, they're in man, beg your pardon.
Petro at the line, good! Didn't have much arc on that shot, but it went in. Johan Petro, Kleiza, gets inside, he floats in. You can see that he really wants it.
He wants the basketball. This is a great step-through move to make space. He knocks down the Baby J.
Okay, the final 25 seconds here of an enthralling encounter in this first quarter. Parker gets in, Yatokas with the rebound.
Parker leaning in, trying to get the foul, no call.
Kalnietis decides to attack the basket and scores. Lithuania on top by 3. 4 seconds left in the quarter. Diaw, and Diaw charges. Great play by Kalnietis.
That is Kalnietis all over. He goes down one end, attacks the 10, lays it up and in, and then he puts his body on the line for defense and draws a charge. And that's a steady level of performance that Mantas Kalnietis has provided throughout this whole tournament for the Baltic Giants.
Kalnietis, the long one. Oh, it almost went in. He needs to practice that shot more. He needs to improve.
They do. At the end of every shoot-around, the Lithuanians have a half-court shooting contest.
There's the charge. And watch this. One more look at Mantas Kalnietis all the way. And that was an exciting finish to the first quarter. Well, Lithuania on top despite being out-rebounded 10-5.
4 of those offensive rebounds, 2 of them belong to Ajahn Sa, and 2 putbacks. Ajahn Sa 4 points on offensive glass work.
France have to wonder how they're not leading right now. The way they started, they looked really impressive. And Lithuania just don't go away, do they?
They don't. Kleiza with 11. He's had a large say in this first half of basketball. He's got half of Lithuania's points. And there's the gun from Kleiza.
Well, Linus Kleiza, you see the numbers, and it's what we've been expecting from him. He said by his own admission, it's been an up and down tournament. Well, he's certainly been up the last 2 games. Potsius coming off the bench, the valuable reserve for Lithuania. And the pass inside Yatokas was read by Petro. And look at Yatokas go up and offensive or foul on the offensive boards on Yatokas.
Jeff, you're right about Kleiza. He has been inconsistent. In the opening game in the tournament, Lithuania lost to Serbia. Kleiza had 8. Second night against the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, he didn't score. In the third game, he had just 7 points, but he's really coming good now as we get to the business end of the tournament.
Petro battling with Diaw. Now Batum to Petro, gives it back to Diaw. Antoine Diaw as well in the game for France. Oh, they find Petro. Diaw's going to have to put up a three off the back of the rim, and a good box out by Kalnietis to keep Pietrus off the boards. Kleiza, a long three. Now Diaw. Diaw floats in, good. Now that's more like it, Fernando Diaw going to the basket.
Yeah, these are the passages with Parker out when Diaw needs to be steady. We know Diaw had a great night in the semifinal win against France. It's now Diaw's chance to make a contribution.
Well, that would be a huge bonus. Machulis gets inside, and here comes Diaw. He's electric in transition. Dribbles behind the back, spins, gets in, and misses. Pietrus battles for the rebound, and Machulis comes down with it. Kalnietis. 6 points already. Got a couple of assists as well. Diaw. Oh, they find Pietrus inside.
Two good trips down the floor for the French guards, Diaw and Diaw. Diaw with the assist.
Diaw, they're going to let him have that shot. Kleiza. Boy, he is in a rich vein of form for the last couple of outings. Batum puts up a shot and draws the foul. So 2 fouls on Kleiza, and Kalnietis comes out of the game. Kuzminskas comes in.
Jeff, Kleiza just looked over to the bench and told the coaching staff that he was okay with the 2 fouls. You know, ordinarily he would rotate out by now, but as he has a hot hand with 13 points, I think the Lithuanians want to stay on his back.
Well, the free throws make it a 1-point game. Palcius brings it up the floor with Kalnietis out of the game. Palcius floats in, puts it up with his left hand. Diaw follows the shot now. The rebound and the ball in the hands of Diaw. Oh, they find Pietrus again inside, and the veteran goes up.
Jeff, this is where Lithuania struggle. They don't have a true point guard. You know, Kalnietis is kind of a makeshift point guard, and when he's out, they really don't have one. Seibutis and Palcius kind of do it by committee.
Kuzminskas now. And Kleiza puts up another one. Boy, he's carrying Lithuania.
He absolutely. He's got his Baltic Giants teammates on his shoulders.
16 points, and the fans love it. Oh, tough pass, and Diaw is able to catch it with 7 seconds now on the shot clock. And Palcius called for the foul. Used to play for Team USA coach Mike Krzyzewski at Duke University. Palcius, here's the foul, Diaw. Much better from Diaw tonight.
Kleiza will come out, get a break. I would expect we'll see him back before we go to the halftime changing room.
Diaw penetrates, hands it off again to Pietrus. Boy, Pietrus' confidence is soaring and Diaw as well. Those two players so crucial for France in their semifinal win over Spain. Seibutis. Oh, and Pietrus goes up and challenges the shot. I think he may have been called for the foul.
Jeff, you're exactly right. Pietrus threw in 5 points, but more importantly, he had 8 rebounds for Les Bleus in their semifinal win against Spain. Wow, look at him, Sky there.
France want to make the Lithuanians earn it at the free throw line. Antoine Diaw. So the foul actually was on Antoine Diaw. Certainly could have been very easily called on Pietrus because he got a lot of body.
Jeff, for all their experience, Lithuania have 3 players who've never been at the European Championships. Kuzminskis, Motiejunas, and Seibutis. All 3 of them are on the floor at the same time right here. So quite an inexperienced team for Lithuania.
Although Seibutis did play at the Olympics last year. 2-3 zone for Lithuania. Diaw right at the line. Good. And that's how you beat a zone. You can't give away that space that close to the paint, can you?
No, absolutely. You got to guard your paint closely when you're playing zone.
Patsios misses, and strong rebound from Batum.
Kalnietis needs to come back in the game.
And Kalnietis is coming back in. Petro right at the line. Good. Well, he's hit a couple. He said he felt like this EuroBasket was a turning point for him in his career, that he could be here with the national team. Had a hard time making this team. Valanciunas hands it off to Seibutis. Seibutis. And again, position, Pietrus. So the ball goes over to the French.
That was a better offense from Lithuania. Seibutis used the screen well, opened himself up for that medium jump shot. Just couldn't get it to fall, but it was a good, clean look.
Batum for 3. Good! Oh, he's just unrecognizable from what we saw the other night. And we're going to see Machulis check back in. 5-point French lead. Kalnietis. He answers. He is just essential for Lithuania.
Yeah, great substitution by Coach Kazlauskas to get Mantas back into the game.
He's got 9 points. Kalnietis. Oh, beautiful pass from Diaw over to Batum, who feels it, and he drills another three-pointer.
Kuzminskis is coming out for Lithuania. Batum has just dropped 2 threes on his head.
France rising to the occasion here in the gold medal game. Good, strong challenge from that French defense. I think Petro blocked it. Now Diaw over to Batum. Takes his time and rims out.
Well, Batman shot it. Motiejunas flew by like he was Superman. That's a poor closeout by Motiejunas. Stay on your feet when you contest shots.
Seibutis hands it off to Kuzminskis. Back to Seibutis. Kalnietis, same spot, off the back of the rim this time. And Diaw with the rebound. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the first half. Diaw gets in and drives past that Lithuanian defense. And you can't stress enough how much Antoine Diaw and Florent Pietrus mean to the French.
Jeff, Lithuania have got problems one of their strengths coming to the tournament is throughout the tournament, they've had 7 different scorers who've led them in individual games. At the moment, Kalnietis has taken 9 shots. When your point guard needs to get that many shots, you've got problems. Of course, Kleiza with the hot hand. I think Coach Kazlauskas needs to shorten his bench here as we get ready to go into halftime. Come back with Machulis, come back with Kleiza, and try to get yourself back in this game.
And you know what's great for France as well is that they're giving Tony Parker a long rest. He has not played in the second quarter, and it's interesting to see they've actually extended their lead without him.
Yeah, and that's testament to the good work by Nicolo in particular. Diaw has been steady, and Nico Batum has been terrific on the perimeter as well. You see the lay-in there by Diaw.
And Petro looks like a different player here late in the tournament. But Parker, you know, he's probably going to be on the floor for most of the second half. He's come back in here at the end of the second quarter here with 2.5 minutes remaining.
Machulis and Kleiza are also in for Lithuania. This is a good set, a good 5 coming out by Coach Kazlauskas.
Oh, they tried to give the pick and roll to Valanciunas, but he didn't catch it. Now Batum races to the other end and scores over Kleiza.
You've heard me say this before. You catch the basketball with your eyes. Valanciunas wasn't even looking for the pass from Seibutis. Wasn't aware it's coming his way.
And he's going to come out of the game for it as well. Kalnietis over to Kleiza. Heard a whistle blow, and that's going to signal a foul. So Tony Parker picks up his first and the team's second, but France like their position right now, 43-34. Kalnietis at the line, and Batum hustles and gets on the floor after it. Quickly up. Now Diaw. And again, Tony Parker, instead of going in the direction of the screen, goes the other way.
Yeah, he does it all the time. He doesn't even wait for the screener to come.
He's quick enough to be able to do it. The defensive player just can't react. Now Machulis gets into the lane, hands it off to Seibutis. Great defense from Parker and forces the turnover.
You know, Jeff, you and I have mentioned this many times. He's got a hot hand. He's got to get a touch. Kleiza doesn't get any chance to touch the basketball in this offense. Lithuania down 11, and they don't give their leading scorer an opportunity to get a look at the basket.
Now Parker shimmies, gets in the lane, back outside to Petro. Oh, are you kidding me? He can't miss.
You'll live with that shot if you're Lithuania because you got the ball out of Parker's hands.
Johan Petro has emerged as a major factor here for France. He's looking right in the eye of Lavrinovic. Another great defensive play from Batum. And the foul, the tactical foul to stop the fast break on Seibutis. And Seibutis looks over in frustration at Kazlauskas. Boy, this game is starting to get away from Lithuania here in the last couple of minutes.
You're exactly right. They've turned the ball over 6 times, and they're down 13 points.
Well, France have called a timeout. Well, if you look at the points in the paint, France getting excellent shots. And something that's making it really difficult when Kleiza is in the game is the attention of Pietrus, because Pietrus has just been terrific.
Just looking at that, you're right, Pietrus has been terrific. Looking at that French timeout, it's hard for the coach, Vincent Collet, to get a word in edgewise. The players are really talking amongst themselves. The good thing is they've got a tremendous fighting spirit, don't they, the French? They played very well in this first half.
There's the play when he didn't use the screen. He went the other way. Here's another look at it.
See what happens there. It's a great shot. Seibutis is coming up on the right-hand side of the screen. They're expecting Parker to go that way. Parker goes the other way because he's so quick.
Well, Machulis in. And the ball now in the hands of Tony Parker. And that's never good news for the defense. Parker goes to his right, goes to his left, falls back, 4 seconds on the shot clock. 3, puts up a tough 3 off the front of the rim. And Seibutis over to Kleiza. Pietrus gets in there and commits the foul before he can attempt the shot with 0.9 seconds.
The most important part of a fast break is the defensive rebound. Then the second most is a quick outlet. Seibutis held on to the ball too long.
Well, they've only got 0.9 seconds left. Will they try to throw towards the rim? And ball goes out of bounds, so that no time is run off the clock, and now France will have a chance. And the way this half has gone, this quarter especially for Lithuania, you wouldn't be surprised if France were able to conjure up something here. And we've got a timeout, so Cole, I believe, is going to ask for a timeout to try to get something out of this last inbounds play. Well, Liam, France, we've seen it so many times, have relied on Tony Parker to do pretty much everything. And when they played Spain the other night, they were trailing by 14 points at halftime, and we saw other players finally step up. We saw Jalabal start hitting some big shots. We saw Antoine Diaw hit a couple of big three-pointers. We saw Pietrus come in and just really sacrifice his body diving for loose balls. And, you know, it seems as if now Tony doesn't have to do as much.
Well, especially with the contribution of Nicolas Batum. He's got 17 points. He's the high point man in the gym right now. As we get ready to go into the changing room, we'll see what Vincent Collet can draw up. I think this is a great timeout by Coach Collet. It's his last time out of the half, and 0.9 seconds to try and get an opportunity for the French to continue to extend their lead.
Well, you got Batum, you know he can fly. Here he goes. Now they're going to get to Diaw, a long 3. Good! It backfires on Lithuania. The turnover kills them. And Diaw, he's back in the French team, and he is making a major impact. What a shot. France chasing their first title at the EUROBASKET. Finished the first half with this incredible shot from Antoine Diaw.
Well, right now his points aren't on the board yet. The referees are reviewing to make sure he released it in time.
Well, that's what they do. They have the power to review at the end of the quarters. Usually he had enough time to get it off, but the question is, did he get it off? And this could be crucial in the outcome of this game. France without a European title, well, this might be the year.
You're right, Jeff. France have had some real character wins. They beat Slovenia in front of a capacity crowd, a Slovenia team that have been electric to watch. Then they went out and beat their arch rivals, Spain, the two-time defending champion, Spain. So France really standing tall, but it's only one half of basketball completed, another half still to play.
Will it be a tale of two halves? Well, we're underway. Tony Parker, Batum, Diaw, Jalabal, and Anjanson in the game. Diaw fakes the pass, puts up a short little hook, and puts France back on path here. They start with possession. They got that late three-pointer with 0.9 seconds remaining from Diaw. And now they get the first points of the second half. The foul called on Batum.
Personal foul from number 5, Nicholas Batum.
Tony Parker on Seibutis. Machulis. Guarded by Jalabal. And he goes up strong and scores.
That's a terrific move by Machulis. He backs Jalabal down, gets him deep in to the paint of France, and spins and lays it up and in.
Now Jalabal to Batum. And the Diaw, Aljanson falls down, trying to get position. Now Kalnietis goes behind the back, flies in and scores. Well, we know Batum can soar, but so can Kalnietis. Parker changes directions, back outside to Boris Diaw, and he hits the three. Fifth three-pointer of the game for France. Those French fans are loving it. Lavrinovic, his shot bounces high and hits the shot clock, so that turns it over to France. Jablowski's down 17.
When it's going your way, it's going your way. Diaw has only made 4 threes the whole tournament. Doesn't shoot very many, he just drained one there.
Parker. Wow. They've called a foul on Tony Parker getting around Lavrinovic.
Yeah, they're going to call an offensive foul. We'll have to take a look at it again. This is Lavrinovic hedging out on a screen.
He reached his left arm through the legs there and got around, so Tony Parker didn't dispute the call. And Arteaga right on the call. Kalnietis again goes in. Lavrinovic follows the miss, but now Tony Parker races up the floor. And he's hit by Machulis. Well, we saw Parker get hit by Victor Claver the other night, and there's another foul on the French point guard. We really saw Victor Claver take him out at the end of the game. We thought it might be an unsportsmanlike foul, but it wasn't called. Machulis reaches in, goes for the steal. Now Batum for three. And Kleiza with the long rebound.
That's not a great shot by Batum.
Kalnietis back to Kleiza. He goes up strong and collides with Aljanson, but Aljanson just went straight up. Now Tony Parker. He goes quickly, gets the ball up and misses, and Diaw gets the rebound, falls down. And it takes Diaw a while to get up, but he finally does get up. So a new shot clock for France. Diaw hits a cutting Batum, misses. Aljanson was there. Parker for three, and Aljanson commits the foul.
It's great to see Batum slashing to the basket. Diaw gave him a terrific pass. Batum couldn't convert, but that's much better than the three-point attempt that Batum tried the last time down the floor. Batum with a deep three. You can get a deep three in a 24-second shot clock at any stage. Try to get some other options before you settle for that distance three.
Lavrinovic for three, good! Well, we'll see if that triggers the comeback. Jablowski calls the defense. Whatever two is, that's what it is.
It's a 2-3 zone.
Diaw Now Jalabal, that was blocked, and he is fouled by Kleiza.
This type of defense drives coaches crazy. Kleiza goes to contest the shot, and instead of closing out and keeping Jalabal in front of him, he flies by. Watch this, that's a Superman impersonation. Just go and contest the shot and keep Jalabal in front of you. If he makes a shot, you tip your hat and you go down and play offense.
3 fouls on Kleiza. Diaw is going to come in.
Jeff, it's such a poor defensive plays on so many levels. Of course, the foul. You never foul 3-point shooters. But if Jalabal misses this shot and Kleiza doesn't foul him, now Jalabal's got a path to the basket, so you don't block out. It's just poor defense by Linus Kleiza.
And Jalabal makes all 3 free throws. Diaw in for Kleiza. We've seen France really suffer through the years, unable to win some of the big games. And they just really are not putting a foot wrong right now.
Difficult substitution. Diaw doesn't have the offensive firepower of Kleiza.
Now Kalnietis, they need him to do so many things. Bounce pass to Diaw, and there you see, unable to finish.
Yeah, great execution by Lithuania, but France contested the shot. Diaw made it difficult.
Diaw in the lane, another jump hook from Diaw. 9 points. The lead is 19.
Lithuania need to stay in character here, Jeff. There's plenty of time to get back in this. They're all about running sets, getting guys open, getting the right shot. They have to continue to stay with their personality and do the things that have gotten them here to the final.
So timeout on the floor with 5:24 remaining in the third quarter. France still lead it 60-41. Here's the shooting percentages. Lithuania would like to get some transition points if possible.
When you watch Kalnietis there, that's why he has critics, Jeff. If you could just see, he had to look at the basketball when it comes around his back. You know, he's got so many great attributes, and I'm a fan of his, but those people who criticize him say that he doesn't quite have the basketball on a string, often has to check to see where it is. And even that great move, he still had to see where the basketball was with the wraparound dribble.
Foul on Batum. Well, all Kalnietis does is really win. He can't be that bad of a point guard if he's gotten his team this far.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And a leading scorer in the team as well.
See, the Spaniards won the bronze medal earlier today. They've come to watch France and Lithuania. Potsius comes in. Kalnietis misses the first one. Spain beat France in the 2009 EUROBASKET quarterfinals. They beat them in the final of EUROBASKET 2011. And this time, France beat Spain in the semifinals. So back to an 18-point game. And when Tony Parker has the ball like this, it's going to be very difficult. Now they're going to say it's a turnover against France, against Tony Parker. So he stepped out of bounds. Kalnietis for three, that's short.
Yeah, short and rushed.
Diaw for three. And Ojanson with the rebound. Parker into the paint. Batum from the right, that's short. Now Jalabal gets the rebound. The second and third opportunities for France. Parker. Boy, it's hard to follow, isn't he? Jalabal. Forrest Diaw. Oh, just goes right down the lane. The terrific ball movement and motion offense of France.
Excellent execution. Diaw attacks the seam and lays it up and in at the end. Great patience by France. They're in no hurry.
Over to Machulis. Now Parker. Boy, 20-point advantage. Coming up on the 3-minute mark in the third quarter. And another easy basket for Boris Diaw.
France need to continue to milk that. Just keep getting the ball to Diaw. And Lithuania have got to jam him. Don't let him cut down your lane. Nobody strolls down your lane without getting bumped. Bump him before he catches the basketball.
Kalnietis for three. Good. 7 of 15. They're shooting the three pretty well, Lithuania, but they've got to play defense. France already with 64 points. Diaw from the right, and this time Yavtokas just collects the long rebound. Kalnietis puts up another three, no good. And Batum beats him to the rebound. Diaw backs up Yavtokas and is fouled. I wonder if we might see Monty Yunus rather check in eventually. We got Kleiza coming back and Seibutis. And it's now or never time really for Lithuania.
Jeff, you look at Kalnietis on the one hand and you'd say he's doing well, he's got 15 points. But let me offer you something else. Kalnietis has taken 15 shots. He averages 10 to 11 shots per game. He's just trying to do too much, I think, on his own.
Vrenovich checks out, walks past his brother, Kistov. So Antoine Diaw back in. And Diaw goes in and he misses, and Kleiza with the rebound. Never seen Diaw be so active offensively in terms of scoring. Watch this. Loses the ball, collects it, goes up, and is fouled by Petro. So it's 19 points, the deficit. Watch this, didn't give up on it.
Right, Jeff, Diaw with 13 points. He averages just under 10. In the semifinal win against Spain, he had only 8. But he's been a go-to guy this quarter for France.
They're running plays for him.
Yeah, it's that soft defense in the middle for Lithuania.
Well, Lithuania have cut the deficit to 17 points, and they've gotten D out of the game. But now they're going to have to contend with the energy man, Pietrus. France will know that Lithuania can put points on the board quickly. Diaw. Diaw rather. Whips it inside to Diaw. Terrific pass from Antoine Diaw.
Absolutely fabulous pass by Diaw.
Pietrus out guarding Kleiza. Now Seibutis and Antoine Diaw called for the block.
Kalnietis, you can see there's the cheerleader now getting behind his team. Seibutis needs to knock down these free throws, keep putting points on the board for Lithuania while the clock has stopped.
Shooter's roll for Seibutis. You often see Lithuania get on top of teams and run away with it. There's the patty cake fans of Lithuania. That's what they do whenever their team goes to the free throw line. So the deficit back to 17 in the final minute of the third quarter. Parker to Diaw. Back to Petro. Out to Jalabal. Jalabal, his pass knocked out of bounds by Seibutis. 1 second on the shot clock.
Yeah, excellent defense by Lithuania. You can see they feel the sense of urgency, active hands by both Kalnietis and Seibutis.
Well, we saw Diaw hit the shot, but it looks like he may have turned his ankle or something, so he comes out of the game, and DeColo's going to come in. Gets it to Pietrus, and this time Pietrus misses.
That would have been the perfect opportunity to give it to Diaw again, but sadly he had to come out.
That's right. He already did it at the end of the first half, but he's getting some treatment from the physio. Looks like he's going to go to the changing room. So Lithuania with a little opportunity here to get even closer. A three-pointer would get him to within 14.
Kleiza has not scored this quarter. Pietrus right now for France, locking him down.
Jalabal trips Potius, and that stops the clock and puts the Lithuanians on the free throw line. There's Spain, Xavier on the right, Sergio Rodriguez on the left. They're nervous, they're biting their nails.
Yeah, they are biting their nails. It's not quite at this stage of the game just yet. We'd love it to get to a nail-biting affair, but right now, France are comfortably in front. That hurts if you're Lithuania. You can see that look right there. That fan on the left, that young lady sums it up, head in hands.
Lithuania 8 of 10 at the free throw line. France 5 of 5. Potius makes the second. So France will try to hold on to it for the last shot.
Lithuania one foul to give.
Tony Parker comes up and receives the pass. Now 10 seconds on the shot clock. Tony Parker shakes, hands it off to Petro, and a foul called on Yavtokis with 2.3 seconds remaining.
You can see the Lithuanian coaches signaling travel. They're right. Petro travels as he catches. He'll shuffle his feet. 1, 2, 3. But he's going to get a trip to the line.
Well, it's kind of a snowball effect, isn't it, really, for Lithuania? Just all of a sudden in the second quarter, it just started to go horribly wrong.
Yeah, it did. Giving up 50 points at halftime was really what hurt the Lithuanians.
And Petro has really come out and contributed tonight. He's got 8 points. Kalnietis steps out of bounds, and that's going to make the Lithuanians worry a little bit with 1.1 seconds remaining.
Yeah, they've seen this play before, haven't they? Jeff, the score at the end of the first quarter was 19-22, and then France scored 31 points in the second quarter. That's where they really pulled away from the Lithuanians.
So DeColo's going to inbound it with 1.1 seconds remaining on the shot clock, or the game clock. And Batum puts it up. It was online, but short. So Lithuania with a lot of work to do. It's only gotten worse. They're down 18 points with 10 minutes remaining. And Diaw has gone to the changing room to get help, whatever his problem is. Watch how he lands. Oh, he turned his ankle. You can see how he landed, and you wonder if he's going to come back. So that's the score. Lithuania trailing by 18 to France. But this is easily, has to be one of the most disappointing efforts for Lithuania on the boards.
Yeah, speaking of efforts on the boards, you're exactly right, Jeff. Lithuania have 0 offensive rebounds. They average 10 per game.
Well, Nicolas Batum had 17 points at halftime. He still has 17. And the player that really did the damage in the third quarter was Boris Diaw. Diaw had at halftime just 2 points. And right now he has 13. So that was 11 third quarter points for the big man.
All credit to France, too. They solved the problem with Kleiza. Kleiza had 16 at halftime. He didn't score in this quarter. Well, these next couple of minutes so important to both teams. Can Lithuania start to chip away at this lead? There's still plenty of time to get back in it. France want to keep a comfortable margin.
Lithuania is 6 3-pointers behind. We've seen him put up some threes over the years, especially that man right there, Kleiza. Seibutis gets inside and quickly to the glass. So a good start for Lithuania. Here's Batum. Over to Petro. Parker. Floats, shoots, misses. Seibutis looks at Kalnietis, but he also saw Batum there waiting for the interception. Nando DeColo picks up his second foul. He fouled Seibutis. Seibutis this time goes with a jump shot. No good. And Kalnietis comes from behind and fouls Tony Parker.
That's better, though, from Lithuania. At least Kalnietis is going in to try and compete for an offensive rebound. His timing was off. You know, to a certain extent, Lithuania want to get a couple of jerseys, go into the basket each and every possession. Tukas needs to get in there and make a mess of things. Can he get a rebound? And then a weak side guard needs to crash the boards.
But DeColo brings it across midcourt. Hands it off to Batum. 9 minutes remaining. And the ball is kicked, so they're going to reset it to 14. France will maintain possession. Can the French close the deal? Long way to go. Lithuania need to get some stops. Parker puts up the jumper. He's only got 6 points. That shows you how well his teammates are playing tonight. Valanciunas is going to come in. Kalnietis feeds Seibutis. And his shot stays out.
Yeah, he needs to convert that opportunity.
Here comes Nando De Colo. Quickly to the other end. One of 3 San Antonio Spurs in this French team with Diaw and Parker. De Colo, the jumper. Pontius up ahead to Kleiza. And Kleiza tries to get some room and makes it. Boy, how did he score? How did he make that?
Yeah, just those wide shoulders, gets himself an angle to the basket. Great pass ahead by Martinez Pontius.
Diaw has returned to the bench and is having to watch. Has the ankle injury. Boris Diaw is going to come back into the game. Tony Parker for 3. No good. And Pontius did a good job there just to knock it over to his teammate. Now Seibutis. And Seibutis is fouled by Pietrus.
Seibutis is playing well, injecting some pace. Good transition play there by Seibutis to draw the foul.
Pietrus comes out, and Boris Diaw now back in. And Valanciunas comes in for Pontius. So we've got Machulis as well into the game. And Tokic takes a seat. Kalnietis, nope, but Valanciunas with the rebound and the putback. Will they give him 2 free throws? Nope, not a shooting foul.
There you go. That is the first offensive rebound for Lithuania. It comes in the 4th quarter.
Kleiza for 3. And the ball over to Batum. And Kazauskas just looks at his assistants and says, it's just not working tonight. Now 7 minutes remaining. Tony Parker. Right outside the free throw line, drills it.
He's so much fun to watch, so fluid, so smooth.
Kalnietis for 3. And De Colo with the rebound.
Again, no green jersey to the backboard. Machulis needs to get in there. Valanciunas needs to get in there.
6.5 minutes remaining. I can't believe what I'm watching. I mean, France are just completely dominating Lithuania.
Kalnietis needs to push now. Can they get something going in transition without having to get in a half-court set?
Kleiza over to Machulis, and Arteaga calls the charge on Kleiza.
I like the play by Kleiza, though. This gets called for the charging foul. It's his 4th. Got the right idea. Look at Parker, what it means to him. That's your scoring guard right there. That's your superstar taking a charge.
Kleiza has to come out. And Monte-Eunice comes in. We've seen him hit the 3-pointer. He brings an injection of pace and some power. But you'd have to think Lithuania would like that Kleiza on the board. And Diaw just drives in and shoots over Monte-Eunice.
Diaw just took Monte-Eunice to school. A little fake on the pass. Monte-Eunice shifted his weight, and Diaw went right to the basket. Boris Diaw has had a terrific final. He and Tony Parker have played all the way through the junior ranks. They're both from the 1982 generation. They played their professional basketball together. Right now, they got one hand on a gold medal in the European Championships.
Valanciunas thought about the jumper. Now Machulis over to Seibutis. Now Monte-Eunice puts it up, and Diaw got a hand in his face.
Yeah, Diaw tipped the ball. Diaw got a piece of the basketball on the way.
Lithuania, their fans are just completely in shock as they watch events unfold here in Ljubljana. Diaw with the fadeaway. And Valanciunas, I think, hit that ball out of bounds.
I'm not too sure about Motiejunas being in the game at this stage, Jeff, with respect to him. I think you want to come back with Livrinovic. He can also shoot from distance, knock down some threes, a bit more guile and experience.
Mikhail Jelibal is out. Batum is in. Here's Batum, open for three. Off the rim, Kalnietis gets it, and Machulis goes down, holding his side.
We've got an intentional foul, unsportsmanlike foul called here against Ajahn Assad, Jeff.
Wow.
We'll see if we can see it again on the instant replay.
Well, that's not a good development for France. You're up by 20 points. Oh, he's lashed out at him with his right hand after he went down, and that's why they called the intentional. That's not why he's in pain. He's in pain because the way he fell and the fact that Ajahn Assad fell on him.
Jeff, let's just go back to Batum's release. He shoots the ball with 20 seconds on the shot clock, and that's not what France want right now. They want to get deep in every shot clock, get it under 10 every possession, unless you get something in transition.
This could be a 5-point trip down the floor if Machulis makes both free throws and they get a 3.
Exactly right.
Because they'll retain possession after this.
One thing that you do not want to give this Lithuanian team is belief. If you're France, keep them down. You've got them down, keep them down.
And Kleiza is going to come back in. He comes in for Motiejunas.
Yeah, I think it's a big ask for Motiejunas. His first European Championships, first time in the national team to have a positive contribution at this stage of such an important game.
Valanciunas up top. Kleiza playing with the 4 fouls. 4:50 remaining. Seibutis gets in, puts it up and in. No, he misses it, but Valanciunas gets the rebound and gets blocked. And Seibutis is beside himself that he couldn't score. I thought it was in.
Yeah, it hit every bit of the basket at the bottom. There's Mindaugas, Kuzminskis. I beg your pardon, Mindaugas, Kuzminskis.
Here's Valanciunas after the rebound. Remember, Lithuania won the gold medal in 2003, beating Spain in the final, beating France in the semifinal that year. And then in Lithuania 2 years ago, they went out in the quarterfinals in that incredible upset by the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, MKD. Free throws no good, so it's just not working. Kazlauskas calls a timeout. His team trailing 74-56. Where do you think this went wrong for Lithuania tonight?
In that second quarter, where they conceded 31 points to France, dug themselves a big hole to the Lithuanians.
And they really just never got active on the boards, did they?
Yeah, and that's just all about desire and determination and somebody making a play. Offensive rebounding isn't the skill.
And then whenever France has a player like Tony Parker, boy, it is almost like game over, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
and you can see there Parker shooting a 3 or a jump shot with 5 seconds in the shot clock. Perfect, exactly what you want if you're France.
4 minutes, 24 seconds to the end of the big one.
Well, I don't think they need Diaw right now. He'll have to recover from his ankle sprain. And I'm sure he'll be happy to do that after a win. If they can hold on here, and it looks like they're going to. Batum just soars in. He misses. Machulis. And he goes in and scores the layup. And Aljansan knocked it out. No, they're going to... Yep, he knocked it out.
Yeah, he did.
Looked like it was on the way down.
Remember, once it touches the rim, anybody can touch it, be an offensive or defensive player.
And Aljansan with the rebound, or sorry, the pass goes up, gets it blocked by Valanciunas.
Lithuania needs to try and break here. Get that outlet pass. They can play 5-on-4. Sadly, Aljansan is down.
He's getting up now. Kalnietis over to Kleiza from the right. And Aljansan hustles down the floor and gets the rebound.
Great job by Aljansan.
Three and a half minutes separate France and a gold medal. Parker gets in the lane. Tony Parker. And really, you have to say, so many years of frustration for Tony Parker. He's played, he's come out, he's worn the national team shirt, and it's all coming good here in Slovenia for Tony Parker in France, just at the right time.
This is the 7th European Championships for Tony Parker. He's reached a milestone after his 32 points versus Spain in the semis. He's the 2nd all-time leading scorer in EUROBASKET history.
And there he is again. Tony Parker just coasts in for a layup. And I believe the party has started in Paris and all over France. And basketball, that country is really going to celebrate unless we see something remarkable here at the end, their first European title. And don't forget, this French team arrived in Slovenia and they lost their first game to Germany. So there were a lot of people early on saying, well, this edition of the French team isn't going to be that good. And Germany ended up not getting out of Group A. France ended up winning 4 games in Group A. Then they did enough in the second round to get to the quarterfinals. And since they got to the quarterfinals, they have been tough. They took apart the host nation, Slovenia. Then they beat their nemesis, Spain. And here they are on top of Lithuania by 18 points with 2.5 minutes remaining. Well, France is the land of champagne, so there's going to be a few bottles, a few corks pop tonight, I would guess, as Tony Parker puts up a 3. That's off the rim. Machulis with the rebound. Kleiza. And Parker causes the turnover. And Kleiza needs to be careful.
He does. He needs to just be a professional now and get on with it. Jeff, France looking to be the first-time champion since Germany did it back in 1993.
Well, Nicholas Batum really helped set the tone in this game. He comes out to the applause, and it almost looks as if it hasn't sunk in yet over there on the French bench. What's happened? They're not celebrating yet. All those years, not on the top of the podium. Cahuti has come in, gets the ball back from Diaw, gets blocked from Valanciunas. Well, certainly Lithuania's fans haven't given up as Kleiza goes down and knocks the baseline jumper. And Thomas Hurtel is going to come in. Plays in Spain with Baskonia, and he replaces De Colo. So De Colo, but you can't help but be happy for France. You know, we've seen them come up short in the past.
Yeah, barring something very strange happening, they should go on to win this, but if you're a French fan, your heart might still be in your throat. You're bringing in guys down the end of the bench.
Tony Parker gets in the lane. Well, this is just going to be a great night for the French players and fans here in Ljubljana, those who have come here to watch their team. You know, we thought at the time of the draw that this could be their year. They came close in 2011. They had a great Olympics going out in the quarterfinals. That's 20 points for Kleiza. He had 16 in the first half. They really took care of him in the second half. Jean-Philippe Laverne comes in. You know, we thought France would be good because they actually played Spain really tough in the quarterfinals last year at the Olympics. And without Ronnie Turiaf, it didn't look like a French team, though, during the preparations and how they started this EuroBasket, they would go on to win the title. But sure enough, it's all come good at the right time.
Such a long tournament. You want to hit your stride at the right time, as you say, Jeff. So even though France have lost games along the way, France with a 7-3 record.
Well, I don't know how they missed that one, but they did. And Kalnietis goes for the steal. Pietrus for the three. Oh, Kahudi almost caught the miss and put it in.
French players trying to get their names on the scoring sheet.
Seibutis. And the cutting Kalnietis gets it down to 78-64. Parker's won NBA titles with the San Antonio Spurs. He's wanted to do something with France. He got to the Olympics for the first time last summer. Here's Laverne, follows up the miss. So he gets a rebound and a putback. And look at the smiles on the faces of the fans of Le Bleu.
Well, there's some relief on the French bench now. The players are starting to enjoy themselves. A nice touch of class here by Coach Vincent Collet. He will sub out Parker and allow the fans to show their respect and admiration. Look at the coach and the student, the coach and the player embrace.
Final 22.4 seconds remaining. Tony Parker looks like he's getting emotional over there, and who can blame him? He plays for this French team because he's proud to do it. He keeps coming over summer after summer. He has been in Ljubljana for almost a month. I mean, it's been a long time in Slovenia, and it's been worth it. It gets it down to 14 points. Tomas Hotel, disappointment for Lithuania. They've just run into a better team tonight. The French have ended all the years of trying to get to the top of the podium. They've finally done it. They've won their first EuroBasket title here in Slovenia. Let the party begin.
National basketball team France is the champion of this EUROBASKET 2013.
Look at Pietrus, every bit the champion that Tony Parker is as well, always with this French team every summer. The final score, France win it 80-66.